Welcome to the Cohn Zone. We're the Cohns. I'm Grant. That's my dad, Lowell, who is happy to see you and dressed in a nice shirt. Dad, what's going on?
Well, I live up here in the Oakland Hills, and they're putting in some sort of new electrical transformer. So they had to turn off the electricity this morning, and I wasn't able to take a shower or get all dressed up like Iggy is. So I'm just wearing the shirt. And this is where I went to college, Lafayette College in Pennsylvania, where Iggy and his wife Swasti have been. It's about the size of Bishop O'Dowd High School, right, Iggy? But it's a cute little place.
Very cute. I'd never been there before until a couple of summers ago, and it was the hottest day of all time. It was like 90 degrees and humid.
And
it was fun.
When I graduated from there in 1966, I came out here to go to Stanford in the English department. And the first day, my dad and he came out with me. We drove down Palm Drive into Stanford. And I said to my father, does the earth actually look like this? I thought I was in heaven. I never saw anything that pretty in all the years I'd been alive. So anyway, that's my story. I want to say before we start, I lost a bet last week to Iggy. I said the Rams, like a schmuck, I said the Rams would beat the Niners, and Iggy said, not so fast. So we bet a bottle of Zin, a quality bottle, and I lost. So can you guys see this? Iggy, can they see?
Oh, yeah. Ridge, Linton, do a little spin, a little spin.
I do the spin move. Hold on.
There you go.
I'm not good at this.
Okay. Yeah, spin the other way. There you go. 2014. Oh my guys, it's a good one.
It's a hell of a good Zin. Now, my friend over at Preston wondered why we didn't bet I didn't give him a Preston. Ken Blair. Ken, next time when I lose, I'll give him a Preston. They make wonderful Zins. But anyway, so Iggy won the bet, and he'll actually be over here this afternoon. I want to tell you why. We're refinancing our house because we want to put a deck on the back in case Iggy and Swasti ever want to have this house after we croak. There'll be a deck off of my office, and we have to refinance the house to free up the cash to do it. So Iggy's going to come over today because I'm using a very good group called better.com, but everything is on the internet and nothing that I understand. So Iggy, I asked him to come. He's done it a million times. They have to upload stuff. I have no idea how to upload. So I asked him, would he come over today and upload? And he went, yeah. And that made me feel really. And then,
I'm really excited to come over. I didn't say it like that. It was more like,
sorry.
Yeah.
And Iggy's response was, it's not your fault. So when you ask questions later, could you say to Iggy,
look at how sensitive he is, mad because I wasn't enthusiastic enough about coming over for the 5th time to scan documents. I'm happy to come over. I'm going to go over there.
When you ask questions and you give him $5 or whatever, one of the questions is, can you be nice to your old man?
Okay, real quick before we move on. I have a Lafayette College story. When we went 2 years ago, it was so hot. We were walking around the campus until we just really were dehydrated. It was really freaking humid. It's not like that in California. So we leave the campus. We drive into like downtown Easton, and we see a corner store. You and Swasti jump out to get some water. We're in a van. You leave the door open. As you jump out and go to the corner store, a family of 5 like Lithuanians jump into the back seat. I'm like, excuse me, what are you doing? And they're like, Uber. I'm like, no Uber. And so they thought that I was going to drive them around Easton, Pennsylvania. Maybe I should have. Maybe I could have got $25.
And I came out. We saw them in there. We thought, what are these people doing in there?
And they just jumped in. That was pretty cool.
What happened was my brother-in-law, who's a great guy, and grew up with me in Brooklyn, Henry. He had a van, and he very kindly loaned it to us because we didn't have a car. It didn't have any air conditioning.
Yeah. Other than that, it was the best van. I love that van.
Yeah, we almost died.